YouTube was good. Welcome to another episode of New York Prison Talks. I thank everybody for coming to my YouTube channel. Everybody that like what I've been saying, just please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the like button at the bottom, please. Today I wanted to talk about new dudes coming to the system that don't know what to do. If you're new and you're coming into prison and you have a lot of time on your back, I'm gonna give you the best advice. Find a path that you're gonna have to stick to day by day to be successful at the end of night. And when I say this is for people that's about to get locked up or people that has family members in jail right now that are struggling and don't know how to really cope with what they're dealing with. Now, I was locked up for 7 years, so I know a lot about this. Dealing with prison or just prison, I know about all of that shit. So the best advice I'm gonna give to people is find a good path that you know is gonna help you get home. If you get locked up and your mindset is just to be gang banging, that's not good. I'm telling you right that. You think you're gonna be one of them little niggas that's gonna come up top and think you gonna be trying to gang bang and want to turn big homie status because you gang bang? Just stop that. That's mad stupid. Gang banging is just stupid. I don't care. I don't care. You don't need the gang bang in this world. That is wild stupid. I've been my own person my whole life. You don't need to join a gang. And I don't care how many gangs feel some type of way about what I'm saying. You don't have to join a gang in jail. And that's a fact. You don't have to join a gang in life at all. You don't have to follow anything in this world. You follow your own path. But if one thing I'm going to say is find a good path, a good trait, some type of crafty skill you probably good at and work on it your whole bed. If you know you got a lot of time a lot of time to do, like at least 10 years, find a way you going to utilize that 10 years of you being in jail, whether it's reading a lot of self-help books, whether it's getting crafty at some type of skill you nice at, you know how to draw, you know how to paint, you know how to sing or rap. It's a lot of talented guys like that in jail. It is a lot of talent. I done seen some nice dudes with handle that was just amazing that you would think they could be do some type of N1 type of things, or they could be in the NBA. I just seen dudes as nice like that. I just seen a lot of good rappers. I just seen some good rappers. I just seen some good ass rappers. Some good rappers. It's a lot of rappers in jail. Because one thing about people in jail, when it depends on what facility. I remember when I was in Clinton Annex, we used to get smacked in the 12 building, and we used to go into the bathroom. This is Clinton Annex. That's a dorm. That's a max bit. We used to get smacked in that shit and go to the dorm area, and we be not the dorm area, the bathroom area, and we be getting ciphering, and we had some nigga playing beatbox, and this my other nigga would just be spitting for like a good 20-30 minutes. We all just smacked off the dude, just getting lit. We ain't got nothing else to do but just to chill. That's one thing about jail. You got a lot of time on your back if you in prison. I mean, you could, and you ain't doing nothing. So why don't you just utilize it into something good? You create something, create a business, become an entrepreneur. You could read books on how to become an entrepreneur or how to create an application, an app. And there's books, there's a lot of them self-help dummy books, them dumb books for dummies and shit like that. A lot of them type of books in there. 48 Laws of Power. If you want to know how to move and maneuver, 48 Laws of Power, Art of Seduction, Art of War. Read them type of books. Read things that's gonna help you get back home faster and help you stay home when you are home. I've been home for a year and a half now with no problems. Haven't violated or nothing. I've been doing great. And for y'all people to wanna come home too, y'all gotta know what y'all doing. Cause you could come and get locked up and get an extra bit onto your sentence. 3 years will turn into 10 years so easily. Don't do it. Do not do it. Like to play ball? play basketball all day. But when you play ball, know who you playing ball with, because you can't just play ball with everybody. Now, you could be one of them type of people that everybody knows you as the basketball player and you mad nice and everybody wants you on your team. That's different. But if you somebody that you know that you always get into trouble and problems with people, or if you gang banging, watch who you playing with while you gang banging and watch the things you doing, because you don't know what can happen while you on that court. You don't know what can happen while you on that court. So you just gotta watch things. You gotta watch who you're around. If you somebody that likes to play music, buy a guitar. They got dudes in there with guitars. And it depends on what other facilities you could be in. It might be other instruments. Write some poems, write some type of knowledge, create a book. It's dudes in there that be creating religious books, or some type of self-help books. It's dudes in there that be creating stuff like that. Dudes be making comic books, drawing pen. I said that already, but there a lot of dudes is a lot of talent. You just gotta find your talent if you have one. Or you can just be one dumbass dude and just start gang banging. You do that, it's gonna be problems. I guaranteed you. You gang bang, it's gonna be problems. Do not gang bang. Cause you gang bang, you're gonna want to cut somebody. You could cut somebody while you're not gang banging either. Cause somebody trying to bother you, you probably like that, and you can cut somebody. But if you cut somebody, you better get away with it. Cause if you don't get away with cutting somebody, it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be consequences and repercussions for real. So I'm just saying, watch what you do in jail, because you don't know who you could be around with when you're playing ball, and you don't know who you could just be around with and talking to and shit like that. So if you got a nice craft and you a people person, just be selective on who you being around with and shit like that. Cause you could be a good people's person where anybody in probably jail could fuck with you. It's a lot of them type of dudes too. A lot of everybody fuck with each other because he's a good basketball player. They all fuck with him and shit like that. You can be good like that too. Just watch who you talk to in jail and find your path. And if your path is work, do that. If your path is you wake up in the morning, you gotta work in the mess hall for like 5-6 hours, then you come back and you go to rec, and then once you're done with rec, you take a shower and you in your cell the rest of the night. If that's your path, let it be your path. Let it be a positive path. Not that's something that's gonna tear you down. Every time you come out your cell, you gotta be gangbanging. Every time you gotta come out your cell, you gotta worry about somebody trying to cut you, or you gonna have to cut somebody because one of your homies is getting into some beef, or you getting into some beef. Don't be one of them dudes. Be one of them dudes where you come out your cell and you got a couple boys that you fuck with, and that's your mans in them. That's your real mans in them. Somebody you can vibe with in the town. Not somebody on some jail shit. I said this too. But that's the fact. You can't just be chilling with anybody in jail. That's one thing I'm gonna say. That gang shit is no joke. I swear to God, them Bloods be taking over that shit. It's a lot of kings too. I mentioned kings. I fuck with a lot of Spanish people. I'm black and Spanish. So in certain facilities, I fuck with, not in certain facilities. In certain jails, I fuck with a few kings because of just people I knew. Probably through my hometown and shit like that. But I chill with mostly Bloods. I'm somebody that most I tell that be chilling with everybody, but I gotta know. I knew who and how long to be chilling with people, because I don't want people feeling some type of way. But also everybody knew I was neutral, so it wasn't it don't be a problem until you neutral and you hanging out with somebody that they beefing with at the moment. It could be a problem. Because you just going back and forth to game to game. I would be like, why you keep coming over here talking to me while you just talking to my ops? So you got to watch them type of things in jail. Because that gang banging could turn into some whole shit. It's a lot of kings in jail too. A lot of Patials. Those are the 3 biggest gangs in jail. The Bloods, the Latin Kings, and the Patials, the Threebles. Those are the biggest 3 gangs in New York. In prison, New York prisons. I don't know about the other states. I'm always going to say that. I don't know about the other states. I only know about New York. But those are the big gangs. Bloods, Bloods is basically Blood could be anybody, because they got white boys, they got Spanish people, they got Asians. I done seen a few Asians bloods. And them ones that be Asian, you gotta watch them, because them niggas be knowing how to fight. That's a fact. Every Asian nigga I seen that was blood was staticky. Every Asian one. And then you got Land Kings is Puerto Ricans basically. The Patial, the Patial 3, but it was all the same shit. Those Dominicans. Those be the Dominicans. So basically, you choosing your own path when you go in there. The path you need to choose is the one where it's gonna get you home though, and not no extra time. That's gonna be the positive one where you're just getting more knowledge. You go to the box. If you go to the box, turn that box into some type of lab or some type of shit where you gonna be just coming out of that box smarter than what you was when you came in. You coming out of the box mad positive. You coming out of the box with goals. Act like you coming out of the box is you coming home. Because when you come home, it's hard when you come home. For people that come home after doing all that time and coming home, it is very hard. Trust me. I didn't think it was, but it is. It's hard. Because it'd be hard with jobs and stuff like that. That's a fact. But find a new goal, a good goal, that's going to help you get successful when you get home and help you make it home. That's one thing I'm going to say. Just find them type of goals. Because if you don't find a positive one, that's going to tear you down. You're going to have a whole bad bid. Facts. Everybody, please keep subscribing to my YouTube. Please keep liking and subscribing. Hit the like at the bottom. Thank you for watching my videos.